This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup.
Hey, man, last year was such an interesting year for Arch Manning because preseason, greatest thing since sliced bread. Start of the season, nobody likes him. Get out of here. Nobody thinks he can play. He's not any good. End of the season really started to put it together. So, Palmer, he took a lot of criticism, but I love the way he stayed level-headed. And now this next season, another year of experience, I expect some great things from Arch Manning.
Yeah, there were huge expectations on this team in general. Maybe everybody a year too early on those expectations, but it's founded now. I mean, you've seen enough from Arch Manning to understand he can take this team to a national championship, and they've surrounded him with a lot of talent too. Cam Coleman, amongst a bunch of other guys coming in through the portal, weapons for him to throw to, and I cannot wait to see what Steve Sarkisian's offense looks like this year. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rebels offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. This place is roaring and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Out wide right, it's Gill. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Alexander. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Back to pass, it's Chambliss. In the backfield, it's Lacy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Uh-oh, look out. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Got his man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Lacy. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second. Snags it and he's open. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It Smothers. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Looking to the end zone. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Motion from the back. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Haas. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Rush right in his face. Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Got his man on the outside. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Tight end now in motion. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right side, it's Gill. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. Talk about a big-time effort. This tight end is not only already over 100 yards receiving, he's dominating at the line of scrimmage as well. If this team maintains this lead, he's in line to earn a game ball. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll give to Frazier. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Haas. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Pulled to the ground.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Going with the counter play here. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
That's caught. It's Wingo. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Manning from the gun on third down. Finds his target. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Tells the run, wants to pass. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Here's Arch to throw. Finds his man. It Smothers. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll move the wide receiver. Manning on play action. Left side is Coleman. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Let's send the tight end in motion. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rebels offense is back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Look out! Underheat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Inside 2 minutes to play, defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably salt this game away. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Smothers. Maybe a crease. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.